So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. It's Greenwood! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Van der Ven makes the interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Van Ven clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Somewhat off target. Mbappe makes a dash for it. Oh, that's clever. Well, there's the clearance. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, nice touch. Haaland, can he finish? And he's there to clear it. Now he's off and running. And it's Messi. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
He can run onto that. Haaland. There's the delivery.
That's good defensive concentration.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the pass is intercepted. Picked out brilliantly. Shapes to shoot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
And that was very necessary. Saliba gets it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Looking for the run. Rodri gets over and intercepts. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Osimhen. He is through here. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he can clear it away. And they've got rid. And that's been won straight back. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. Well, that's a little loose. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Tacho is there, and he can get that clear. Samsunspor has the chance to go the other way. That pass has been well intercepted. Rodri with the clearance. Zakaria. Well, they could break here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Can he get it through? And the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's looking wide. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Mohamed Salah! That's going to go a long way. Oh, can he get onto this?
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi has it in a wide position. Vardiol clears. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Aaron Vane certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And we get things going again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
It's a pretty loose pass. Zakaria. And it's Messi. It's a searching pass. And he was alert to it. Schlotterbeck is there to clear. Van Dijk. Vardiol goes direct. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Knocks it into space. It's Salah!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Mbappe. Looking for a runner. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now here's the delivery. Yep, it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Koundé gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The match was 29,514.
Haaland. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. That's good vision. That's the keeper's ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
18, Osserman. Number 8, Mason Greenwood. Coming on the field.
Heerenveen couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
It's really well cleared. Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. He's got away. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Deftly away. Solot is herring after that one. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is lovely. Van der Ven has the space to scheme.
Look, this is so frustrating.
Heerenveen have a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is good alertness. Oh, beautiful. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Samsunspor really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a sharp pass. It's just beyond his reach. So what can they make of this? Greenwood finding himself in space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Heerenveen have their second corner now. Oh, well played. And he's there to belt it away. Samsunspor are looking to go forward now. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Haaland. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Wirtz tries a cross.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cleared away. Zakaria. And here's Haaland. Shot could decent chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. De Ligt getting this one clear. And he shoots! Oh, he's done it! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Aaron Van could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.